Now, as United States 47th President, Donald Trump is all set to take oath today. He has now vowed yet again to say that he will end the Russia-Ukraine war. He also went ahead and said that he will avoid a World War III from happening and will also look into the Middle East and the conflict that has been taking center stage in the conflict areas. These are very big claims coming from the 47th president ahead of the inauguration and the oath-taking ceremony, with Donald Trump saying, and here I'm quoting, "I will end the war in Ukraine. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening." And you have no idea how close we are. A very bold claim made by Donald Trump, even as he is going to be sworn in as the 47th president of the United States later today. His conviction on the conflict that has been ridden over the world has again taken center stage, as he has said that he looks to end the Russia-Ukraine war, tackle the chaos in the Middle East, and prevent the World War III from happening. In fact, he also said that you have no idea how close we are. A very bold claim being made by Donald Trump, even as he takes center stage in the US politics and the global order of the world as the 47th president of the United States.
I will end the war in Ukraine. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. And you have no idea how close we are. I will end the war in Ukraine. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. And you have no idea how close we are. I will end the war in Ukraine. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. And you have no idea how close we are.
Viewers, a big breaking news coming in this morning, where a credit war has yet again erupted between Trump and Biden. This again is over the Israel-Hamas ceasefire, which we had reported earlier in the week as well. While Biden claims it is a success of his administration and that he started the process way back in May, Donald Trump claims that the ceasefire is a result of his mammoth mandate. Now, just to recap for you viewers, Donald Trump had last week said that he will tackle the chaos that has erupted in the Middle East, and he has also made bold claims yet again earlier today about ending the war in Russia-Ukraine. Now, again, a tussle between the Trump administration and Biden administration has broken out with regards to a credit war related to the Israel-Hamas ceasefire. The agreement, do note, was arrived at last week. Now, the Biden administration claims that his administration is responsible for the truce and for the ceasefire agreement, while the incoming President Donald Trump is claiming credit for the same. Let's listen in to what the reactions are coming in on this.
Perhaps most beautiful of all, this week we achieved an epic ceasefire agreement as a first step toward lasting peace in the Middle East. And this agreement could only have happened as a result of our historic victory in November. That was some victory. Was that great? I don't even know which was greater, 2016 or this one. I think this one. Look, Honest Abe Lincoln. We have Honest Abe. We have Uncle Sam. You know, Uncle Sam shook my hand about 2 months ago. He's got the strongest grip I've ever. You are a strong man. I said, what the hell was that? But I'm glad to report that the first hostages have just been released. And who knows what's going to happen? I know that Biden is saying that they made the deal. Well, you know. I mean, that deal should have, first of all, it would have never happened if I were president. Would have never happened. There was not even a thought of it.
The deal that I first put forward last May for the Middle East has finally come to fruition. The ceasefire has gone into effect in Gaza, and today we're seeing hostages being released. 3 Israeli women held against their will in the dark tunnels for 470 days. 4 more women will be released in 7 days, 3 additional hostages every 7 days thereafter, including at least 2 American citizens in this first phase. We pray for them and their families, for they're going to be a long recovery ahead. By the 16th day of the deal, talks will begin in the second phase. This phase includes the release of Israeli soldiers and a permanent end of the war without Hamas in power or able to threaten Israel. Hundreds of trucks are entering Gaza as I speak. They're carrying assistance for civilians who suffered enormously from the war that Hamas started on October 7, 2023, nearly 15 months ago.